Greetings everyone, welcome to Classic Crafts. In this instructional video series we get stuck into the nitty-gritty of crafting in Sea of Craft, covering everything from cheap and cheerful weaponry gimmicks to universal crafting principles. In today's episode we'll be going under the sea, where among the friendly crustaceans and noticeable absence of accusations swims the Mermaid, created by 316-759-9658. The Mermaid is a prime example of a rare and cherished breed of ships who are defined not by impressive size, firepower or mobility. The Mermaid simply looks beautiful and moves gracefully, far more so than its heftier brethren in the Ship Expo. Our main preoccupation today is fittingly going to be recreating the Mermaid's wonderful diving and surfacing, as well as its resplendent decoration. The Mermaid's hull is divided into numerous segments, each of which is joined by a passive ball bearing. This phenomenally useful part allows you to create segmented components that move independently of one another. It's perfect for making tails, whips, and tentacles and the like. Each segment has its own unique decorative features, but one feature that stands out among them all is the little wooden awnings. These awnings elegantly cover up the gaps between the segments without making much difference to the ship's mobility. You'll find this part in the Ornaments tab. The Mermaid also makes effective use of slope pieces to smooth out its overall shape. The main body of the Mermaid features this little wooden wall with a porthole through which we can view the propellery innards inside. With this series of wall pieces you can rotate them along their vertical axis so they protrude right out at the edge of any intersecting pieces you've laid down. Having laid down the basis for smooth arcing movement using the passive ball bearings, we now need to set up our propellers to make that movement a reality. Like the Dolphin Spirit, the Mermaid is a bow-driven ship. Most of the propellers should be built to the frontmost segments to ensure the rear segments follow gracefully behind. It's advisable to work out the basic arrangement of your propellers first, and then tweak the force later as needed to achieve the perfect overall effect. The Mermaid has a few propellers dedicated to diving and surfacing. Build these in vertical alignment with the hull and set custom key commands. The same goes for turning propellers, which should be horizontally aligned. These rudders, built to the bottom of the Mermaid, help with steering and also to maintain stability. While it may appear that the manual rotators decorating the exterior of the Mermaid serve no integral movement purpose, they do actually somewhat affect pitching. Make sure to set these side manual rotators so that they rotate when you move forwards and backwards. Otherwise you'll end up with a ship that moves very messily. Once you've got your basic movement configuration sorted, you'll want to give some thought to decorating your ship. Build wings and fins to the hull in such a way as resembles real animal fins. These spearheads lend a touch of menace and definition to our otherwise sleek and benevolent Mermaid. Finally, these shields add a further touch of definition and protect our Mermaid from any sly attacks it may encounter. Remember that both the spearheads and the shields are not buoyant, so make sure you include them in your mobility considerations if you're going to build lots of them. And that's it. Sugar and spice and all things nice? More like shields and fins and passive bearings by the looks of it. Beneath its elegant exterior and behind its graceful swimming are a few carefully tweaked propellers and other nuts and bolts. Take them apart and it's all a mess. Put them together and the results speak for themselves. Thanks very much everyone, see you next time.